say?
Top Billin. Bet US in the building. Yo, all my top Billin villains, do you remember this play right here by my man Isaiah Rodgers going against who? Jamar Chase, perhaps the best in the game, a difficulty level 12 out of 10. Jamar Chase getting vert on Isaiah Rodgers, and look at this, fall off the cliff, no hands on man's hip pocket, and bing! Binked his shit right over to your boy Chauncey, right? And of course, in typical Chauncey fashion, he gonna get the running and shit like that, taking all the credit when he ain't do nothing but get the shit binked to him. But, I mean, we live to talk another day about that right there. But listen, falling off the cliff right here, what I love about Isaiah Rodgers is, much like Quinyon Mitchell, these guys are a stickler for detail. They are technique mavens, right? He plays the cornerback position how it's supposed to be played, with his feet, right? Look at that. He's not even touching them, none of that. He doesn't have to be grabby or anything like that. Has not touched Jamar Chase once right now. And then look, Jamar Chase starts to track. He starts to track right up in his hip pocket right there. Jamar Chase, we've seen him embarrass people doing this how many damn times in his career since college? Not Isaiah Rodgers. Bang, gets it with the outside hand. Binks that shit to your boy Chauncey right there. And the rest was history. Isaiah Rodgers is nasty. Look at him defending against DeMarcus Robinson right here on this out route. Same thing like I said before. A stickler for detail, a technique maven. Falling off the cliff, off man coverage. Look at the hip transition and undercut the route. Come on, man. This is some really good stuff. If you're into the technical aspect of cornerback play, Quinyon Mitchell and Isaiah Rodgers could perhaps form the best duo in the NFL as far as technique goes. And, yeah, they both fit exactly what Vic Fangio likes to do at that particular position. But look at him, right? Immediately take that outside presence with that outside leverage there, and your boy does a good job with the sell no tell. He being Robinson. Robinson cuts that bad boy, right? I have to kind of fall stepping a little bit, right? It is the snow there. But look, he's able to transition good in the snow because he's flipping his hips. He's flipping his hips. He's not being handsy and all that right there. That's when you start to really lose technique right there. But he's able to flip his hips, immediately track and locate right there, and really not leaving anywhere for the ball to go but towards the sideline right there, man. I really just love this guy's technique. Check this joint out right here. You remember this in the playoff game going against Romeo Dobbs? Once again, hands on man. Fight the hands and bing! Same deal. He tracked so early. Like, I'm not sure if I've seen too many people do this, period, right? In all my years of playing the sport and then, of course, covering the sport the last decade plus, right? We see him hands on man. No hands on man on this one, right? So it's just close quarters coverage. All right, he falls off the cliff. He just wants to use his hands right now as a range finder. So once he finds that range, he's going to get in that hip pocket and he's going to turn and locate. And he turns and locates so early that he's able to get his outside arm up to break up the pass. Most people will use that inside arm, but he's using the inside arm as, like I said before, the range finder. And he tracks so early that he's able to use that left arm right there to break up that pass, save a potential touchdown right there. Reed Blankenship wasn't over there, so he was pretty much out on an island there. So what kind of coverage was that on the back? Yeah, so they just closing off the middle of the field right there, move Chauncey up into the box. So he's on an island right here in a playoff game, making a play like this. Bing! Get that up out of here, right? Mutombo styled on him. And I say all of that to say this. I honestly did not know that Isaiah Rodgers was on a short contract. Now, obviously, I didn't think he was on a super long-term deal or anything like that, but, I mean, he just got back from being suspended. So, we look at this right here. My man's a free agent. So, I automatically thought he was coming back, and I'm looking at this. I'm like, wait, what? This guy's set up perfectly to be the opposite corner of Quinyon Mitchell for the next 3 years, right? We just saw him. I won't say it was perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but you can just tell how great this guy can be if he just gets the requisite playing time. You cannot have, you know what I'm saying? Like, you cannot sit there and look at his skill set and his talent and say that Yeah, that's a guy that's a backup in this league. Everybody else will see this shit too. I guarantee you this man will be a hotter commodity on the market than people think. He should never leave the Philadelphia Eagles, at least at this particular point in time in his career. If you see this right here, that was just his age 26 season. So he'll be going into his age 27 season. And it's not like he played the way he made a huge impact. He did make some impact, so it's not like he will break the bank. Now, I have trouble even talking about stuff like this. I don't like counting other men's pockets. I don't even like, you know what I mean? That's never been my deal right there. Right? I'll take the streets to the internet. Right? I don't be another man's business like that. But I say this, and I know people going to get mad because this guy has a legion of fans, and he should. Right? He's been a very good player in this league. But I would not mind the Philadelphia Eagles moving on from one Darius Slay. Darius Slay, I see right here, it says there's a potential out. This coming right here, this is right now with his contract. I don't really know what any of this means, right? I do film studies. I've been doing that, right? Coming from playing and all that. I never ever paid attention to any contract type stuff. So you guys have to let me know what's the ramifications behind letting somebody like Darius Slay go. Because I say that in conjunction with obviously wanting Milton Williams to be able to be in the fold and Zach Bond as well. Being able to afford those two guys and Josh Sweat, if you have to get rid of Darius Slay, and you can do that and bring a guy like Isaiah Rodgers, have him just go ahead and step in just like he did for Darius Slay quite a few times this year. That would be hard, right? You can't say it wouldn't be. That's more bang for your buck. He's a better athlete than Slay at this particular point in time in his career. You would think that he was the same athlete as Darius Slay when both were the same age or at the same age stage of their career. Isaiah Rodgers is that dude. He can fly. You can tell what I said with the flexible hips and all that, right? No daddy. A man can get down with the get down. So this will be Darius Slay's age 34 season. Age 34 season. We've seen him slip as far as the athleticism goes. I've seen him beat down the field a lot more than I had previously in his career. And you just don't know. When does he fall off a cliff? It happens to everybody. Someday you wake up and you just don't have it anymore. That could be next year. Suppose he's just awful. And you could have had an Isaiah Rodgers in the fold. Maybe it doesn't matter, but to me, I mean, if you get to keep both of them, but you can just see the progression there. Isaiah Rodgers has started, then you have Keely Ringo right behind him, who's gotten some playing time as well, and will be entering his third season in the league. So if you're able to save on that and afford some other guys, he would be a nice candidate for me to think, you know what I'm saying, for them to get off and under his deal. I hate to say it, I would let Mekhi Becton walk as well. I'm not paying money for a right guard, some big money like that, because he's a former left tackle and he's very popular. When I have Tyler Steen, who would fill in for him quite a bit and did the damn thing as well, and he'll be on a rookie contract. It's more bang for your buck. Not saying that Mekhi Becton's not a good player. He is. He's a really good player, and there's no doubt about that. He's doing his thing at guard. But to me, he was still the weakest link of the offensive line, and he plays the least most important position on the offensive line and probably the offense, period. Right guard is just, that's why you can have a Siamalu and let him walk and have these guys and just kind of rotate through right guards. It's just the nature of the beast. It's just not like being a left guard or being a center or being a left tackle or just an exterior player, a right tackle. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. So putting that type of money into a right guard, I don't know. So you guys got to let me know. What do you think about moving on from Darius Slay, and what do you think about the prospects of Isaiah Rodgers in his stead? All right, let me know. All my real football heads out there, right? This is one of those topics. I like to talk ball with the people, probably not popular topics. I'm not chasing views. I'm not doing all this. Is insane. The NFL did not want this. That's just not me, at least with this particular, you know what I'm saying, coverage here, because this is my squad. It's my people, my city, my area, all that right there. So I want to give it to you guys real and have real discussion. So let me know what you think about that. And much love and shout outs to everybody out here, of course. Big love to Strawberry Mansion, Brewery Town, and all that deal right there. All right. And much love to Bet US as well. Make sure you're heading on over there, baby. You know how they doing it. big time at the casinos, man. We had a little bit of thing going on at the casinos here, so you wouldn't have to get into that happened. You could have just been at your home chilling, getting that 200% sign-up bonus or a 250% crypto sign-up bonus and playing on them online slots with live dealers and the whole nine, right? You can't beat that with a stick, man. Going over to Bet US, make sure you get in on that. We all love getting on that. It's been very fun. You know what I'm saying? Tapping into that. Make sure you're over there getting on betus.com/casino. All right? Salute.
Top Billin, Uptown Murf.
Top Billin.